It's now my true honor to present one of the C3E awards, and this award category is policy and advocacy. And let me say to all of you who may be in the room and were nominated for this particular award, it was by far the largest number of nominations received, over 40. Trust me, I went through them. And the competition was fierce. And it was really, as someone who heads an NGO, it was really warming to see the kind of talent that's out there and the hard work. And I wish all of you who were nominated could have won. But the one who did win rose to the top and stayed at the top through the various looks at the proposals. And so today I am very fortunate to present the award to Rebecca Stanfield of NRDC. She goes by Becky, and she runs the Midwest Clean Energy Advocacy work for the Natural Resources Defense Council, and that includes 5 states. So I wanted to put a visual up for you so you could kind of see the challenge, because what she's trying to do through her program and her efforts in the Midwest is to transform rate regulatory treatment of utility investments and utilities, to move them away and transform them from using coal-fired capacity and fossil fuels over to clean energy and energy efficiency. And so I wanted to show you, here's the first slide, just to give you a sense of the order of magnitude of the work. All of these circles are coal-fired power plants across the United States. The bigger the circle, the bigger the power plant. And you can see the concentration in the states where Becky is working, in Indiana, in Minnesota, in Missouri, in Ohio, and in Illinois. And that is, there's huge work to be done, and I think it shows both the challenge that confronts her and the importance of the work that she is doing to move us to cleaner energy in that important region. Becky is, you'll see, a very humble person and works quietly, and that really belies, I think, the accomplishments, the significant accomplishments that she's been able to make. She is a mentor, I'm told, by her colleagues, and has helped to bring others along, in addition to transforming really the utility market in her sector. She's also a mother. She has a young daughter, 3 years old, that we were talking about, so I think she enjoys that role as well as the important work that she's doing. So if a picture tells and speaks 1,000 words, let's see if we can get this. The next slide will show you, without me having to tell you, kind of the accomplishments that Becky and many others who are working in the Midwest region are making. The big black circles are where we have reported coal-fired generator retirements between last year and 2016. And if you think back to the slide I just showed you, it's where the most concentration of these power plants was, and you can see here that they're being retired. And I think that there's no better, to me, testament to the work that Becky has done than to look at that map and say thank you, because that will not only transform the way that energy is produced and used in that region, but coming from that region myself originally, it's going to help with air pollution, it's going to help us on the climate side, and she's done great work there. So she now, since 2008, has been working with this Midwest Clean Energy Advocacy Group through NRDC, but before that, she was the director of the state of Illinois' Environmental Office, and there she helped push forward state emissions standards for power plants for mercury that reduced mercury levels in Illinois by 90%. She also worked to get, yay for this one, particularly as an energy efficiency advocate, funding put up through an energy efficiency resource standard in the state of Illinois that's generating hundreds of millions of dollars of investment in energy efficiency in that region. She's had 19 years of working in the area, and when I was looking at her bio, I thought, I wonder if she's from there, because she went to the University of Illinois and then went to the University of Oregon for postgraduate work, then back to Illinois, and she is, in fact, from that area. So the folks from the Midwest are benefiting from her and from her being a good home state girl who came home to do good work and remains there to this day. So please join me in congratulating Becky Stanfield on winning the Policy and Advocacy Award. Oh. Do you want to get this first? Congratulations. Oh, here, I'll take it for you.
Well, thank you very much. This award was a very nice surprise for me. And I want to start by thanking C3E and the Department of Energy and MIT. It's a privilege to be here, and it's been a privilege every day to be part of this community and to work at NRDC, where I'm really surrounded by brilliant clean energy leaders, all of whom really deserve to be recognized. I realize that I've been really lucky in my career to work for organizations that provide women with leadership opportunities, and not just opportunities, but very high expectations. So I've never suffered, in my career at least, from the tyranny of low expectations. I've spent 19 years now working for some of the greatest role models out there, a lot of whom are in this room. Karen mentioned Frances Beinecke at NRDC. Margie Alt from Environment America was my boss for many years, and she's also here in the room. Kit Kennedy from NRDC, and Karen Whalen. And I've been really lucky to have all of these women as role models and mentors in my life for years and years now. And they built the institutions that allowed me to have a job doing this work, so I thank them. I don't need to tell you that there are not enough jobs for everyone who wants to have a career in the clean energy economy. It's definitely changing quickly. Every time we advocates pass a law that spurs new investment in energy efficiency or renewables, we do create business opportunities and jobs for people who can then align their careers with their hopes for a better world. A couple weeks ago, the utilities in Illinois had an expo for all of their trade allies who actually go out and install the energy efficiency measures and sell them and design them. And I went to kind of get some of them on tape and video for documenting the success of our work. And I wasn't prepared for what I saw, which was thousands and thousands of people who showed up there, who I guarantee you in 2007, before we passed the energy efficiency portfolio standard in Illinois, were not part of the clean energy economy. So that was a really gratifying manifestation of our success. And so therefore, I thank you for making room and a category for advocates as part of this forum, because I think we are contributing to driving innovation and jobs. I also want to thank you for including some people from the Midwest. There's just a lot of potential to do big, good things there. And I think it's a region of the U.S. that people understand is really essential to achieving our climate goals and decarbonizing our energy system, but people really struggle to understand the nature of the opportunities and the magnitude of the challenges that we're facing there. So it's not a dig at anyone who's formed their impression of the Midwest by watching The West Wing or flying over, but it really is more than just a large cornfield, and it's not just the Rust Belt. We have brilliant people, scientists in our institutions who are developing new technologies, and we have really thoughtful people, some really thoughtful people in our halls of government. And the modern electric system was created in Chicago. We have people there who are recreating it to serve our needs for the 21st century. So if you have an opportunity to support their work, please do. And what we really need, Karen set this up really well, we need more people from the business side of the equation engaged. Because setting aside maybe the wind industry, which is really mobilized and engaged in most of the states I'm working in, everyone else is not there. And if you were, there's an audience for what we want to achieve. So many thanks for this recognition and for your own work and for the camaraderie we share as we meet these enormous challenges together. I want to keep contributing to this work for the rest of my career, which I guess I'm mid-career, so I have another 20 years in me, I hope. And I'm hoping to help inspire the next generation of clean energy leaders, and I need your help in doing that as well. Thank you very much.
So So thank you, Kateri, Karen, and congratulations, Becky. I'm from the Midwest, and it's really great. I worked in Appalachia, and the idea that those plants are coming down really makes a huge difference for people who live there. I just want to remind us of who our sponsors are: the Chevron Energy Solutions, Walmart Corporation, Cummins, General Electric, Lockheed Martin, Walmart, and the Massachusetts